So my body was being worked on or worked with for approximately 15 to 20 minutes, and then I could feel my consciousness shifting dimensions. And again, I'm still fully awake in 3D reality, 3D consciousness. And I feel my consciousness shifting dimensions. I believe they were trying to get my body, my physical body, to shift dimensions with my consciousness. The attempt failed. The energies worked with my body again for approximately another 15 to 20 minutes when another attempt was made. The second attempt failed as well, to get my body to shift dimensions. And so a third attempt was made. On the third attempt, when the third attempt still failed, my astral vision opened up, and I had a perspective of seeing myself in my room, laying there on the bed pad, and a dual view of myself out there in space just beyond my house, looking down toward my house. And what I saw between myself and the house was a cloud. In the cloud, a ship, and from the ship there was beaming these aquamarine concentric circles of pulsing energy down toward me. And that's the part that really blew my mind, because what I began to know in the moment that I saw that was that I had connected sufficiently within myself, that what I had connected with sufficiently within myself had now manifest into my outer reality. Now there's just 3 more things I want to briefly mention in this set of videos. One is the technique that the beings in the ship were using with me to help calm me through this process. And so I could feel myself not yet wholeheartedly giving myself to this event occurring, which is why the attempt failed. My consciousness would shift, but my body would not. And so what they would do is they would flash a pattern in my mind, a mandala, and instantaneously, as I would see this pattern, I would calm utterly. It's as though my mind somehow fully recognizes this pattern and is utterly, like I say, calmed by it. So they used 2 patterns for sure. There may have been a third, but there's 2 that I remember very distinctly. One was a mandala pattern with the aquamarine greens and blues in it. I remember the colors. I don't remember all the details. The other seemed to be black and white. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is that I am beginning to be able to recognize the cycles of, I'll just call it the sleep cycle. So as the consciousness moves from beta into alpha, into dream, and then into theta and delta, sleep and deep sleep, when the REM cycle completes, it drops me back off at beta, meaning it drops me back off awake. Now, most people don't realize this because they're actually asleep. through their sleeping cycle. But because I am being helped to stay lucid through a lot of this, I'm also lucid at times during the phase when, after REM, I then find myself awake again. It's a very brief period of time, but it allows me to take in certain things that are occurring. One of the things that are occurring is a change in my breathing, and that's the last thing that I want to relay here. When my consciousness shifts dimensions, my breathing is no longer, I no longer have a normal respiration where I'm in and out breathing. My mouth will slightly open, and I mean slightly. You might not even notice if you were looking at me. My breathing absolutely stops, and another force, I'm going to say, another energy, not myself, well, not Casey, circulates air through my chest and belly, through the whole torso. The air, in the events that I have noticed, circulates back to front. So there's this circulation of air moving through my torso and through an open mouth. And just every now and again, there'll be just a tiny expelling of air. It's really quick. And this is almost the reverse of another thing that happens when I'm transitioning or shifting dimensions from the other side. I take these very quick inhalations of air. I can't even mimic it, like right now, but it's sort of like just really fast. And that seems to last me a really long time. I don't know what that's all about yet. If ever I'm able to more fully or accurately relay what's happening with the breath in the dimensional shift, I will come back and do this. Okay, this for now, and I will see you again on Sunday.